Hey y'all, I'm getting on here to let y'all know all the things I went through to get these doggone Chris Brown and Usher tickets. Now, I got my tickets, but I'm gonna let y'all know it was a freaking struggle. So I was on the Ticketmaster website at 11:40. Now, Ticketmaster says to get there at least 15 minutes early so you can get into the queue. So I got into the queue and everything was going fine. And when I got to the parts where you're selecting your tickets and everything, I did all the things. Got me some really nice seats, right? Now, once I'm in there, I put in my payment information for this Citicard. And when I get to select to make the payment, it's saying that the payment has been declined, which made no sense. It said that the payment, like the card itself, like the like Citicard itself is declining this payment. And I'm like, I know I have room on this card. There should be no issues with this damn card. So anyway, I decide to keep trying to like push it through. No, it's giving me the same errors. There's an error code on there. So I'm going on Google, like trying to figure out what this error code is. At this point, I uncleared my browser cache. I've made sure that my card was right, made sure everything was connected. I had already did the card verification. I connected my card like over the weekend to make sure that I had no problems. So I'm like, there has to be something going on. So I'm looking at the website, and it's like every time that you push it through, there's like this, like there's something wrong with the website. And I do digital marketing and I also work on websites. So I'm like, there's something going on with this website, but let me call Citicard just to be sure. So I'm on hold for an hour and 15 minutes with Citibank. And I'm like, there has to be a problem because Citibank don't take this long to answer the calls, especially it's a Tuesday, basically morning or afternoon. So I'm like, what's going on? But anyway, I'm on hold for an hour and 15 minutes. Finally get to talk to somebody, and they're like, well, we have been getting multiple calls about this. It's not the Citibank, it is actually Ticketmaster. So he says, if you go to your account right now, your card has not been declined. There's nothing wrong with your card at all. It's something going on with the Ticketmaster website. He gave me a 1-800 number to contact the Ticketmaster. And he said, you can actually make a complaint there. But because he's not a representative of Ticketmaster, he could not tell me like anything that was, what could be possibly happening with their website. Totally made sense. I understand all that. So anyway, I was like, I'm not about to call Ticketmaster because I know I ain't the only one having an issue. So I go over to Threads and I'm seeing all the folks complaining on Threads that there's a problem with the website. So anyway, as I'm scrolling through Threads, at this point it's like 2 o'clock. So again, I was on hold for an hour and 20 minutes trying to talk to somebody at Citibank. I decide I'm gonna try to eat. I was so stressed out I couldn't even fully eat my lunch trying to get these doggone tickets. But anyway, I was like, you know what? Let me see what folks are saying. So on Threads, people was having the same issue. And they was like, yeah, I was on there. I'm constantly putting my card in. It's not working. It's not working. So then at this point, it's like 2 o'clock. And I came across this one thread. The person was like, I've been trying to put my card in for 2 hours. I finally got my ticket. So I was like, you know what? Let me try again. So I went in there, put my number in, bam, went right through. So yeah, it was definitely something going on with the Ticketmaster website. And Ticketmaster, I'm like, come on, y'all need to get this together because this ain't the only major concert that y'all have had tickets for. Like, y'all should have been able to handle that traffic. Not only I'm having issues, I'm texting my cousin. My cousin is trying to get tickets. She was trying to get tickets in Detroit. Then was like, you know what? The Bears is also having a sale. She has season pass, season tickets with the Bears. She was trying to get on their pre-sale too, but she eventually, I believe, ended up using her Citicard and finally went through too. So it was like 2 hours later for her. She finally was able to get in. And I'm telling you, every time that you in there, like when I was putting my my card in, I had tried like at least a good 12 or 15 times. And then Ticketmaster was like, you've reserved too many times. We're going to put you back at the beginning of the queue. Like, wait a minute. I never even got the tickets in the first place, So it actually ended up pushing me back to the beginning of the queue. So I had to start all the way over. So that's when I was like, you know what? If I'm at like 400,000 people in front of me. I'm going to go and get me some lunch. But lo and behold, I couldn't even eat. I was so freaking stressed out. So eventually, when I came back from lunch, it was like 30 minutes later. I came back from lunch and it was just moving to a point where I could actually log in and, purchase those tickets at 2 o'clock in the freaking afternoon. So yeah, so I don't know what the issue is going to be like on Thursday when this sale is going for the artist sale, and I believe the general public sale is on Monday. But if I had these many issues, and I know there was others that was having this issue too, you want to be prepared. You want to make sure, one, that you have your Citicard or your debit card or your American Express, whatever card you're using. Make sure you have that connected in your account. Make sure your payment method is already set up. Make sure that your account has the correct information, like your name, your address, because I had moved, so I had to make sure that I had changed my address on my profile. So you want to make sure you have all that together, and you want to get an idea of what you're looking for in regards to like your ticket. So yeah, so the ticket prices range, of course, from low amounts all the way up to the larger amounts. So I'm going to the show in Chicago is going to be at Soldier Field, and the ticket prices what I had seen while I was viewing is first it's going to be two stages. It's going to be the main stage, and then there's going to be stage B. So that's going to be like on the far south end of Soldier Field. And the floor seats was ranging from $450, that's at the far end, of the stadium, to $1,800, and that's right at the front, right at the main stage. So again, from $450 to $1,800. And then for sections 100, those tickets was ranging from $450. Again, that's all the way in the back of the section 100, all the way to $1,100. That's at the front end of section 100. Then for section 200, I saw price ranges from $320 to $645. For section 300, I saw price ranges from $219 to $260. And then for section 400, I saw price ranges from $180 to $205. So there are seats around the entire stadium at different price points. So I'm giving you those ranges that I saw while I was on there. And again, this is just what I saw. So you may be able to find something less expensive, or you may be able to find something that is right in your range. I can also say that, like, when my husband was trying to help me find these tickets, he told me to go to StubHub. And when I went to StubHub, the same seats that I had got, so I ended up spending about $745 for one ticket. Yeah, it was like $745, and that's with all the service fees and everything like that. So it was $745 for one ticket. And this is in section, I want to say it's 104, section 104. I went to find the same seats at StubHub, and they wanted, instead of $745, they wanted $1,100. So we're talking about close to $400, $500 price difference, and that's before taxes and all that. So just be careful when you're going to some of these other sites. They may actually be more expensive than if you went through Ticketmaster. I hate that Ticketmaster. It seems as though they have like a monopoly and everything between them and Live Nation. However, I did get them at a less expensive cost by going through Ticketmaster instead of going through StubHub. So that's something you want to think about too. So you all who are trying to get tickets, good luck to you all. I can't wait for this concert. I've been waiting for this concert for years. I've been wanting to see Chris Brown and Usher do their thing on stage together. So I'm telling you, I'm going to be so excited. So as of today, April 21st, I have 4 more months to go to see them on August 21st at Soldier Field in Chicago. So I hope you guys have some fun, and I'll talk to you all later.